next Sunday on NBC Sports. Elway and the Broncos, 1st and 10 at their 20. Winder cuts up the one. Sammy Winder in open field, finally hauled out to the 39-yard line, a 19-yard gain. Gone down. 19-yard gain. Elway on 1st down, right back to Winder, same play. Makes the read and cuts wide and gets to midfield. He's close to yet another 1st down. Denver Broncos. Jesse Miles in the game, 39. Elway throwing a hard ball downfield. Is caught by Sampson. Clint Sampson, 2nd year from San Diego State, turns out makes a 13-yard gain and gets a 1st down. The 1st quarter, Broncos with their deepest penetration. Elway in the flat, another strike to Sampson, who's deployed all over the field. Wide out, flanker either side. And again, he comes up with a football knocked out of bounds by Louis Breeden. Down and 2 for Denver. Winder looks for a hole, finds one, pops up the ball, and the Bengals have it. They'll see it. It's going to come back. They whistle it dead, but it's Bengals ball. Like a smart guy, he's taking it the distance. Robert Jackson goes into the end zone, waits for the bad news. Well, you got good news and bad news. You get the ball, but you can't run it.
Then on the nose tackle, it's a trap. Let's see who coughs it, how it comes loose. Well, it just seems to slip out of his hand. Rick Rosano, 51 on the hit, but it wasn't a real tough hit. Picked up by Jackson. And 1st and 10 Bengals.
Cincinnati. Up the middle goes Charles Alexander. Denver, historically a very difficult team to run on under Joel Collier, but a great player. 3rd and 4. Collinsworth. Chris Collinsworth wide open. He's out across the 45, out to midfield and down to the 49-yard line of Denver. A 23-yard gain on the play. Bengals in the scoreless game. Kenny Anderson in his 14th year dumps it off again. Alexander puts his head down, and Cincinnati has another 1st down, and their deepest penetration. They're down to the 36-yard line of Denver. Cincinnati at the 36-yard line. Turning wide is James Brooks. Busick pursues him. A good hit. Harden came up, Mike Harden, 31, along with the inside linebacker Busick. Montoya at 280, Wilson 280, Munoz at 280. These are blasters, and they're all great players. Collinsworth making a move on the ball, but he's covered very nicely by Steve Wilson, who had a good preseason. He's trying a 50-yard field goal. His career longest is 51. Hit a line drive, but it wasn't close. And so the Broncos get the ball for a 2nd time with good field position. Here's a swing pass out to the H-back, then Sawyer takes it across the 30-yard line. This is Don Criqui with Bob Trumpy, Mile High Stadium, Denver, Colorado. Welcoming all of you who've been watching the Kansas City upset of the Steelers. Elway using a very diverse offense. Lots of different people coming in and out in different formations. Winder, his best runner, turns upfield. Sammy Winder gets ahead for a Bronco 1st down, and he is out across the 40. There's a 10-yard gain. 1st half, 46 yards and just 5 carries. There he goes for some more. Winder, a rocket out of the backfield, is finally knocked down by the strong safety, Jimmy Turner. But he gets more yardage as Sammy Winder at 5'11", 203 pounds. Third. Elway with the rifle shot throws us to Sampson, cutting in on the Bengal defender, Breeden. The 1st down, a 14-yard gain, a perfect throw by Elway. Portion of the screen. John Elway takes a look long, fires down, a great interception by Glenn Cameron, inside linebacker for the Bengals. So twice now in the 1st quarter, the Bengals stop Denver drives with turnovers. So now the Bengals have it back in a scoreless game. On 1st down, the Bengals go to the run to their big back. Running the ball is Larry Kinnebrew, 2nd year from Tennessee State. We've got 2 hard-throwing quarterbacks going today, and right now the Bengals elect to run the ball, and on 3rd down and 4, they get the 1st down as Alexander powers his way behind Anthony Munoz, Gary Smith in the center, Dave Remington.
Now he's down the line of scrimmage. Is he a defensive lineman or a linebacker?
Handoff goes to Brooks, and he breaks through. James Brooks taking some hard licks. But he gets ahead on a 2nd down and almost 7 play and gets close to a 1st down. Could be gunning it here. Looking at Collinsworth. Now he has a problem with the footing. Here's Anderson looking to run, and he's going to go. Chavis in pursuit. And he's picked off on an alert block by James Brooks. And Kenny Anderson looks like he might have gotten first down yardage. I'm close now. This is their deepest penetration. Scoreless game, second quarter. Here's a throw and a strike. It's Collinsworth coming back at the ball for a gain of maybe 6 yards. A very good football coach taking over at 39. Brooks runs the ball on second down and 5. James Brooks is down close to the 16-yard line. I think he's down now about 295. They said he lost a few. Here's a blitz. Anderson dumps off the ball. Let's see if they call that.
That's a sack.
Yeah, they're going to call as soon as he grabbed him. That was it. Woodard came in and grabbed him. So now it's third and about 23 for Cincinnati. Anderson stands in. He's got time now. He throws it out. M.L. Harris takes it, but there's very little gain. The ball's down, but now he dropped it. So Jim Breach comes out to pump one. He'll have some wind at his back, kicking north to south. This one will be very close. And through and good, and the first points are up. On a 46-yard field goal by Jim Breach. The Bengals strike first, and they go up 3-0. Making the transition from a pretty tough taskmaster in Forrest Gregg to a much easier going personality in Sam White. Taking a look over the Bengal defense with a second down and 6 coming up.
Screen.
Another screen. This one to Winder. He's got room to work, and Sammy Winder's been some player in this game. Shifting, starting, stopping, juke, stepping in, moving ahead for a 12-yard gain. He's ready to go again. First and 10, Denver. Elway going to run it himself, and he can go, as you see, and he's across midfield. John Elway gets 12 yards, and yet another first down. Receivers comes in motion at the lower portion of your screen. Elway has a problem, gets it up, though, hits Jesse Miles. He's down inside the 40-yard line. Looks like he has a first down, a 10-yard gain. Robert Jackson, the Bengals free safety, knocked him down. The shotgun, and the Bengals show a new look on defense. Here's a blitz. Reggie Williams can't get him. Plumrye goes for him. Elway throws to the end zone. It's touchdown, Denver. Look at it. Butch Johnson, the ex-Cowboy, in the end zone with the first score of the season for Denver on a great play by Elway.
Rolling to his left, he stops and whips that thing about 30 yards down the field. Louis Breeden was the man in coverage, and he sprained his ankle.
And a touchdown, and the Broncos take the lead. Rich Carlos, the former Cincinnati Bearcat, and hit the extra point. That could be a factor. As we have a 6-3 combination number on the board now. The Bengals trailing by 3 with 4:45 left to play. The Broncos ready to kick it off. Second down and 6 coming up for Cincinnati. Takes the pitch back. Anderson throws on the run, and he's got his tight end coming down with the ball is M.L. Harris, and he's out to the 45-yard line. A 23-yard gain on the play, so the Bengals move it out. For 15 years in a row, Bronco fans have packed the place. Brooks on second down and 8 gets across the 50-yard line and down to the 48. Third down and a long 2. Anderson with a quick drop. Here's the rush. He gets it downfield. It's intercepted. The ball is picked off by Steve Wilson. He's got blockers, and Wilson is back across midfield down to the 45-yard line. 5-yard line of Cincinnati. First and 10. Elway's had a great first half. Looking for some more. Letting it go long. Watson's out there. And Watson catches the ball at the 5-yard line.
It gives Watson a chance to catch it. And Watson certainly does. 40 yards on that catch.
Just like they like it in Denver. Great second look. Our producer for NBC Sports is Winder, leading the game 6-3. Late in the second quarter, here's Winder. He's been tough. And he bolts down to the 1-yard line. As the 2-minute warning will be given now. Collision momentarily. To the run, into the end zone. Winder, touchdown Broncos. Gene Lang got the touchdown, 33. Bengals and Kenny Anderson get another crack at it when we come back.
Here in Mile High Stadium.
Over the years, they've been hombres in this building. They're awful tough to stop here. Right now, Anderson takes a look. Down the middle, he makes a connection. Rodney Holman, a big tight end from Tulane. 1:38 to play in the first half.
Look at this formation.
Anderson goes in the flat, gets James Brooks looking for the sideline. He gets it 6 yards and out of bounds.
Look for the blitz here. Nope.
Swing pass goes out to Alexander. He puts his head down, and Charles Alexander does not get out of bounds, and the clock runs. 1:24.
Big mistake. Big mistake.
Went over the top from a yard out. 2nd and 10. They go to the draw play. Running high with the ball to Stanford Jennings, the rookie from Furman, gets a first down inside the 25-yard line. And the Bengals single 4 and are allotted a timeout. No, they don't. They let it run. Anderson, 38 seconds on the clock, 2nd and 10 inside the 25. Good protection, a good throw. Collinsworth inside the 15, inside the 10. He's down to the 8-yard line, and these Bengals are tough. Coming back the other way. A 16-yard gain on the play. First down. Anderson rolling out, throws into the end zone, and here's the penalty marker. It's going to go against Denver. And it's going to be 1st and goal for Cincinnati. They got Steve Wilson on a push by the tight end.
James Brooks.
Hit ball. Incomplete.
All-out blitz by the Denver Broncos.
13-3. 17 seconds to play in the half. Timing pattern to Collinsworth. He screened off the ball by Wilson on a clean play, and the Bengals will have to go to the field goal. Field goal try. He's 1 for 2 so far. Hit a 46-yarder. Working with some wind at his back. Pretty much point-blank range. He didn't do it. Blew a sure shot. So the excellent drive of the Bengals comes up empty.
Snap was high, and that stat that you read, field goals attempted and made from 10 to 19 yards, a negative stat, a missed opportunity. Kreider, the holder, normally has very good hands. I tend to think that that ball was put down just a little bit crooked. And of course, that will affect the flight of the football. Missed opportunity.
Well, you can blame the holder, but I don't think Breach covered himself with glory either. That was, even with not too good a hold, he got the ball up. However, we have a long way to go in this little encounter. 1st and 10. Elway going to run out the clock, or is he going to unload? Nope. Going to take their winnings to the locker room. A 13-3 lead for the Broncos. And a salute, standing salute from Solat Mile High Stadium.
Broncos get the ball to begin the second half too, Don. So this momentum will probably carry.
Well, you have to be impressed with the quarterbacking.
Elway can throw it. He can get himself.
With Bob Trumpy, this is down. The scoreboard is the key one, 13-3 Denver, but there's the breakdown on how they got there.
Look at that time of possession for the Bengals. Almost twice as much. For the Broncos, it's been just 2 simple words, or 3 simple words: big play and defense. Big play by John Elway, defense by the Broncos.
Play to take the ball away by Glenn Cameron of the Bengals. Elway with a problem. They pick off the tacklers, and here's Ross Browner trying to run him down, and he does.
Uh-oh.
That was hurt. Elway goes right down hard on his shoulder.
I guarantee you there's a lot of people in this stadium holding their breath right now.
Right in this booth.
50 Cameron, a linebacker. Now Ross Browner. And obviously, defensive linemen like shots at quarterbacks. Let's hope that Elway is not injured.
Well, we certainly have to hope that. We're going to take a break in the action while John Elway is attended to on the sideline. So Kubiak comes in when he's got to throw as he sets up in the shotgun. Didn't have time to warm up. So he hands off to Sammy Winder, who knows what to do with it. But so does the Bengal defense, which now starts to cut down on Winder's running. Anderson takes a look over to his right to Isaac Curtis, 12 years in the league and yet still a deep threat. Here's Brooks, almost lost the handle, gets both arms on the ball, puts his head down, and gets close to a first down.
Get all the credit for that.
3rd and 1, and Kennebrew comes up short. He just isn't quick enough to run with this Denver defense.
Well, but
deep for the Denver Broncos. McAnally kick. He throws the ball, and very well. He gets the ball out. It's going to be a first down and a lot more as Stanford Jennings is all the way down inside the 20-yard line. So Coach Weich and the Bengals are slapping hands on the far sideline, and with good reason, a 34-yard gain. Here, and now it's first and 10. James Brooks doesn't win now as he runs right into Ken Woodard. And the Orange Crush defense, which has brought so many ovations in this packed stadium, does again. Coming up. Second and 12. Anderson stands in, throws, and gets his man, Chris Collinsworth. Working hard to get inside the 10-yard line. Collinsworth is going to be very close to a first down. By McAnally to Stanford Jennings. Now they look for the first down. Charles Alexander gets inside the 10 and close to one, and a yellow flag comes in.
Face mask Denver.
Personal foul on the defense and automatic first down. 3 tight ends in. They're going to power the ball, or so they're setting up. They go to Brooks. He cuts back, and he doesn't get there.
Look at that.
Outstanding defense by the Broncos. Line for Cincinnati. James Brooks, blockers in front. Can he outrun the defense? He does. It's a touchdown for the Bengals. And they're back in the ball game, trailing 13-9.
Don, he did an excellent job. Ken Woodard almost tripped him up.
We'll be back to sold-out Mile High Stadium right after this. For the Bengals, third down and 10, as again Denver shows a defensive alignment, pulling the gap up and slamming down the run.
This Bronco defense will get a game ball if it remains this way.
Right now, live action at Mile High. Anderson checking off, and the receivers have their hands to their helmets trying to hear what he's saying. Nothing there. Good coverage by the Broncos. And the penalty marker's also down.
Oh, first sack of the day. Second sack of the day by the Denver Broncos.
The Bengals will get a first down.
Rulon Jones beating Anthony Munoz, the all-pro offensive tackle of the Cincinnati Bengals.
It is ruled a mild violation. That can be anywhere from a 5 to a 15-yard penalty face mask. Second down and 10. Anderson stands in. Got a man open. David Verzer catches the ball for a big Cincinnati gain. Anderson standing in as the rush came. Then he unloaded. He was hit. A 28-yard gain. First and 10 at the 46-yard line of Denver. Anderson stands in. He gets a man. James Brooks turns upfield and gets to the 40. Gain of 6 yards on the play. Dennis Smith comes over, hauls him down, and helps him up. Most 4. A long 3 just inside the 40-yard line.
Collinsworth in the backfield. Linebacker coverage.
He's going to Collinsworth. He eludes the tackler. It's a first down and much more as Collinsworth wisely protects the ball with both arms and takes it down inside the 25.
Now they're going back to what they did in the first half as we come to the end of the third quarter.
Fourth quarter. Bengals in white, trailed by 3, but they're driving. Anderson, the 14-year veteran, looks. He has a man over the middle. It's his tight end, M.L. Harris. He's down to the 15-yard line before a wave of orange throws him back. Not quite to the first down. Let's see what he does on 3rd and inches. First down. Charles Alexander puts his head down and gets to the 12.
Don, you can see Anthony Munoz at the 15-yard line. He's hurting. This is a young man who, coming out of college, had only played 16 college football games and has not missed a game now as a professional.
So they took it in to get back in the game. Broncos leading by 3. There's a throw. A tight end has this. David Verzer coming off the flank. Cutting back, and Verzer has the ball at the goal line. So David Verzer, the man they've been waiting for, finally delivers 2 big catches in the second half of this game. The consensus all-pro player. Now, second and goal. Handoff. This time they go to big Larry Kennebrew, and finally the big 252-pounder gets the needed yardage. It was only 1, but it was in for the payoff. And the Bengals take a 16-13 lead with the extra point try coming. The breach field goal at the outset gave him a 3-0 lead, but there's the big problem, the injury to John Elway. To the holding call against the Broncos. Kubiak stands in. Here comes Browner. Dumps it off nicely. Winder has the ball in a block. Sammy Winder gets back the lost yardage on the penalty, but it's still going to be now second down and 20. And at their 25. Back to the run. Lead guard is Howard. Good run moving up as the rookie from LSU. Gene Lang, who you remember scored a touchdown for Denver earlier on a short run. Ray Horton knocked him down, but a 16-yard gain on a Bronco first down. Well, as Howard got out in front. First and 10, Broncos at their 40.
Here we go again.
Right back this time, it's Wilhite. USC power sweep to the short side of the field after trailing by 10 at the halftime. Kubiak throws a perfect strike to Butch Johnson. It's a first down for the Broncos.
Ray Horton once again on the coverage. They've kind of picked on him today. He's the young man who took Ken Riley's place, 11 yards on the reception by Butch Johnson.
From the sidelines like a spectator after injuring his left shoulder. Swing pass from Kubiak. Gets it out to Sammy Winder, and the Broncos move on down to the 35-yard line. Very close to another Denver first down. He's going to start until that Sunday morning. Quarterback to victory. Now it's third down and 1.
Second effort.
Boom, boom yards. They come tough, but he got enough. It's a first down for Denver right into the gut of the Cincinnati defense. 8:40 to play and running. Fourth quarter. Broncos need a touchdown, and here's Kubiak looking over the middle. Guns it, he's got a strike. Coming off the flank. Making the big catch is Butch Johnson. Delivering again for his old coach from Dallas, Dan Reeves. A 16-yard gain, and now the Broncos are challenging.
One out of the coverage. They clear out everybody. Right on the money. Johnson's third catch now, 52 yards, and that touchdown in the first half.
So now it's the Cincinnati defense that must rise up as down Bengals. First down Broncos. They trail the Bengals by 4. Wilhite dives and gets to the 12. To go from a clock standpoint, 6:17, the way these QBs have used the clock. Look at that throw by Kubiak off the run. Did he catch it? Butch Johnson dove at the ball, and they say he got it. Delivered today in the opening game. Kubiak looks. Touchdown! The Broncos take the lead.
Wide open.
Clarence Kay, a rookie. And 5:26 left to play. We'll be back for the stretch run of a great game right after this. With 5:15 to play, Cincinnati trails by 3. A strike to Collinsworth. And he's out to the 25-yard line. Best pitch combinations in the NFL have been delivering all day. Bengals drive on now. Pitch back to rookie Stanford Jennings. Holds the ball against the onslaught of the Denver defense, knocking him down at the 28-yard line. Third and 10, Cincinnati. Bengals trailing by 3 late in the game. Anderson looks, he throws. Alexander has it, but he doesn't have enough. And there's a penalty marker down. There's going to be a holding call against the Cincinnati Bengals. Now the veteran Kenny Anderson with a 4th and 4 play for the Bengals. Cincinnati trailing by 3. Here's the rush. There's the throw. It's a first down to M.L. Harris. Bengals. Here's the blitz. They pick it up. Anderson has a problem now. He goes down at the 5-yard line. He's teed up at the top side of your screen, Rulon Jones. Here's a throw. Ball is caught. First down, Chris Collinsworth inside the 35-yard line. And with 2:36 to play, the Bengals on a 24-yard gainer are almost in field goal range. Second and 10. 2:32 to play. Ball at the 33-yard line of Denver. Here's a blitz. They go to the run. Free ball! Broncos have it. Denver recovers. 2:26 to play. It ain't over yet, even though Denver has the ball.
Denver comes with the blitz. 58 Busick strips the ball away from Charles Alexander, generally very sure-handed. And Denver comes up with the big play. Going to look for a sweep by Winder or a screen.
Kubiak on the run. He looks. Throws. Incomplete. And so with 1:54 left to play, the Broncos have to punt the ball back. And you'll recall late in the second quarter, Kenny Anderson took the Bengals 75 yards all the way down to the 3-yard line.
Score time field goal.
Anderson, nobody does it better over the years. Stands in, takes a look, makes a throw. It's a strike to Collinsworth. First down out to the 43-yard line. The clock running. 1:34, 33, 32. Bengals in alignment without a huddle.
Automatic play now. Already called in the huddle. Everybody knows exactly what they're going to do.
1:23 to play. Bengals trail by 3. Anderson stops and throws. Here's another strike. Again, it's Collinsworth down to the 40. 1:15, 1:14. 49 passes for well over 300 yards. There's a throw. He's got a man, but it's knocked away. A great defensive play. Tom Jackson. M.L. Harris was the man who caught the big ball earlier. Trail the Denver Broncos by 3. They have to get in field goal range.
Looks like blitz, Don.
48 seconds. It is a blitz. That's it. The Broncos defense rises up and makes the big play. And now the celebration begins. Gracious in defeat with a handshake for his counterpart Dan Reeves. Big win for Reeves and the entire Bronco team. There's the final gun. Denver coming back to win 20-17. We'll be back at Mile High Stadium right after this.